Welcome back, friends. Today, we will change 10 ones for 110, 10 tens for 100, and 10 hundreds for 1000 using our place value disk. So let's get started. Now, here is our place value chart. It will help us today to organize our place value disk as we model numbers. Remember, we can know the value of our disk by the number that is written on it. Here is our 1, 10, 100, and 1000 place value disk. Now let's count to 10 with our ones place value disk. I'm going to model it in two vertical columns of 5. We called it 10 frameway. So count along with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, we have 10 place value disk with a value of 1. Do you remember what we can do when we have 10 of 1 unit? Correct! We have to trade it for one of the next largest unit. So this time, our next largest unit is 10. Tens. So we have to trade our 10 ones for 110. Now let's trade it. Ta-da! That's our 110. We trade our 10 ones over here for 110. Now count by tens with me to 100. Let's start with the disk we have. Here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. We counted to 100 by tens. We now have 10 groups of 10. Are we ready to trade for one of the next largest unit? Yes, our next largest unit is hundreds, 100. So we need to trade these 10 groups of 10 for 100. Let's trade it. Here we go. Ta-da! That's our 100 place value disk. We trade our 10 groups of 10 for 100. Now, let's count by 100 to 1000. Ready? 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1000. We now have 10 groups of 100. We can now trade it for one of the next largest unit, which is 1000. 1000. Now let's trade our 10 groups of 100 for 1000. Here we go. Ta-da! 1000. Remember in the base 10 system, when you have 10 of one unit, you can trade it for one of the next largest units. We are working to the left. So as we move to the left, the value of our numbers increases. Let's look at this number 186. The value of 1 here is 100. 8 is 80 and 6 is 6. Now I'm going to model it with place value disk. Here we go. 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 181, 182, 183, 184, 185, 186. Now, let's count up to 300 by ones. Remember, each time we get 10 of one unit, we're going to trade it for one of the next largest unit. All right, you ready to count with me? But before that, let's take a look at our ones place value disk. How many more ones do we need to make a 10? Correct. If you said 4 more ones, you are correct. We need 4 more ones to make a 10. It is easy for us to visualize that we need 4 more ones here because of our 10 frame way. So, whenever you are drawing your place value disc, remember to use the 10 frame way, the 2 vertical columns of 5. Now count with me. 187, 188, 189, 190. Now, we already have 10 ones here. So, let's trade it for 110 disc. Here we go. Now, take a look at our tens place value disc. How many more we would need to be able to trade for another 100? Correct. We need one more 10. We are at 190. Remember, we are counting by ones. So let's keep counting up to 300. Here we go. 191, 192, 193, 194, 195, 196, 197, 198, 199, 200. We now have 10 ones. Let's trade it for another 110. Here we go. Ta-da! Now we have 10 groups of 10. We can trade it for another 100. Here we go. Ta-da! Another 100, and we are now at 200. 100, 200, represented with our 2 100 place value disc. Still counting by ones, so here are our 10 ones. 201, 202, 203, 204, 205, 206, 207, 208, 209, 210. Trade it. 211, 212, 213, 214, 215, 216, 217, 218, 219, 220. Trade it for another 10. Whew, count with me, boys and girls. 221, 222, 223, 224, 225, 226, 227, 228, 229, 230. Trade it for a 10. 231, 234, 231, 232, 233, 234, 235, 236, 237, 238, 239, 240. Trade it for a 10. 241, 242, 243, 244, 245, 246, 247, 248, 249, 250. Trade it again. Whew, way to go, boys and girls. Here we go. 251, 252, 253, 254, 255, 256, 257, 258, 259, 260. Trade it for a 10. 261, 262, 263, 264, 265, 266, 267, 268, 269, 270. Trade it. 271, 272, 273, 274, 275, 276, 277, 278, 279, 280. Whew! We're almost there. 281, 282, 283, 284, 285, 286, 287, 288, 289, 290. Wow! How many more do we need to make it to another 100? Come on, we need one more 10. Here we go. 291, 292, 293, 294, 295, 296, 297, 298, 299, 300. Trade it! Now we've got 10 groups of 10. Are we ready to trade for another 100? Here we go. 100, 200, 300. Woo! Mission accomplished, boys and girls. That's a lot. We made it. We now have 3 groups of 100 place value discs. We made it from 186 to 300, counting by ones. Let me just breathe. Remember, we need 10 ones to make a 10. We need 10 tens to make 100. And we need 10 hundreds to make 1,000. Now, go to Seesaw and try counting up from 582 to 700. But don't forget, as you draw your place value disc, use our 10 frame way. Alright? Have fun, everyone!